90% of American internet users look online for local goods, and services, and businesses that make use of the web are going twice as fast as those that don't. I mean, the numbers are here. 60% of New Jersey's small businesses have no website. So maybe one thing to get into business, a small business, it's another thing to sustain yourself. I was telling Carolyn before, one of the first committees I was on when I went to the Congress was small business. I was on two committees, small business and transportation. And I learned so much on that committee. It was like a dumping ground for freshman congressmen, really. Until I got to know about the Small Business Administration and the folks there that do a sensational job of teaching people and educating people about the businesses they're about to go into or the businesses they went into in order to sustain. It's one thing to get into business. A lot of businesses never see the end of the year, if you know what I'm talking about. How do you sustain yourself? And so that's very, very, very important. And although I was on that committee and now I had to get off that committee because the committee I'm on, Ways and Means, you weren't supposed to be on any other committee. I still do 3 walkthroughs door to door in business areas in one of the 35 towns that are in my district. My district is part of Passaic County, lower part of Bergen, bridge to Giant Stadium, and a couple towns in Hudson County. So it's a pretty big area, about 765,000 people. It's a pretty large congressional district. They're all around 750, 740, 760. I do a walkthrough with the Small Business Administration. We visit about 10 to 15 small businesses in the business area of the community. They're not all retail. And I learned so much from these trips that I should keep on doing it, even though I'm not on the Small Business Committee anymore. And people are anxious to ask you questions because they heard about the Small Business Administration, but they've never went forward to find out what they're really about. Now, Small Business Administration is not only important to get low interest loans to get into the business or sustain, grow your business, it also has a tremendous source of technical information that help people make their business more productive. And I remember when I was on the committee, the first business that we helped, small business, was in Bloomfield, New Jersey. At that time, Bloomfield was in my district. And it was a carpet and rug company. And they wanted to expand so that they could bid for bigger projects, and they didn't know how to do it. And we brought the Small Business Administration in there. Within 3 or 4 days, we were moving in the right direction. Success stories. And what I found interesting is that when I went to one small business, and they seemed half interested in what we're doing, because we weren't certainly going to take time away from them dealing with their customers or their clients. But they were shocked to see, and it's a public record, how many small businesses were taking advantage of the Small Business Administration. Hey, they're right down the street. They got a $500,000 loan? I didn't know that. Well, we don't know a lot of things, and I don't know a lot of things, and that's why we try to learn. So I'm here to talk to you today very briefly about what this all means to us in my eyes. So I want to thank you for inviting me, Carol, and the Englewood Chamber of Commerce co-hosted this. And thanks to our small businesses from the area for attending and sharing your success stories. and we are very proud of it. I am. We need to make sure our small businesses have the resources they need to be competitive in the 21st century, in this 21st century marketplace. A mass marketplace that is increasingly online. And I'm not an online person. I'm getting into it. So we could adventure and venture together. As a big a mouth as I have in the Congress, I'm very traditional in the process of getting to information. So I think it's almost like going to trigonometry class way back when. You're scared as hell. Now, what are you going to do with trigonometry? My buddies used to say. I didn't have a good answer, by the way. Online access is essential to connect with customers, and often the only way to access information that you need to help your clients and your customers. You want to improve your product, or you want to learn about your competitors. From promoting your products and services to making them accessible to customers who aren't local or who are looking for the convenience of purchasing products from home. The internet creates growth opportunities for businesses here in Englewood and across our entire area and across the country. This is big time. This is important for all of us. Businesses that are online, as I said, grow 40% faster. You can't just toss that fact aside. Today, one step in equipping you and our community businesses. That's what this is all about today. So soak it up. I want to do all that I can to support small businesses here in Englewood and Bergen County and the area, Hudson and Passaic counties as well.